What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and it's back. And for those of you that follow me here on the channel, I've been letting you know, stimulus checks, child tax credits, Social Security increases, unemployment benefits, all of these provisions would likely be coming back right before the midterm elections because in politics, timing is everything. Let's get you caught up on the latest. This is your breaking news stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, this all seems a little bit early before the midterm elections, and why is that? Well, it's because we believe that Democrats right now are realizing their approval is so low that waiting right before might be too late. And we're hearing that there's a lot of Democrats in Congress that are turning up the heat on President Joe Biden. And yesterday, I reported to you that that was Bernie Sanders. Just take a look. Bernie to Democrats. Change course before you nosedive in the November elections, letting them know the American people aren't dumb. You can't string them along for over a year, make all of these promises, and then not fulfill them until right before the elections. And then when you do it, expect them to get on board for voting you in favor. He's saying, listen, we got to get things done. Put the priorities of the people first. And take a look. He's been saying this for quite some time. Over a year ago, Bernie Sanders presses Joe Biden to pass $2,000 stimulus checks. And he said promises must be kept, reminding them, you promised the American people stimulus checks and all of these provisions. You got to keep your promises. And you guys, if you missed that video, you might want to check it out as I let you know all the details about promises that have not been kept and Bernie Sanders coming out and saying, Democrats, you need to follow through. Now, also, if you missed my video this morning, you might want to check it out as Bernie Sanders has taken matters into his own hands. He's tired of waiting for President Joe Biden, sees the writing on the wall, sees the approval of Democrats falling, and realizes Democrats are likely going to be losing these midterm elections and Republicans will come in. We're hearing of an upcoming red wave. Well, this morning, you guys, take a look at this. Just yesterday, he came out and announced Democrats are going to be releasing a plan to boost Social Security by $2,400 a year, $200 a month, like we had heard President Joe Biden promise during his presidential campaign. That's right. Now, if you missed that, check it out. Just uploaded it this morning. And as I let you know, all of these are going to be coming back. Do not be surprised to hear about stimulus checks, child tax credits, all of these things coming back. It's just all a part of political strategy, and it's very likely that in this midterm election year, many of these will get proposed and passed as we get closer to the elections. As every day passes, they're likely going to be popping up. And take a look at the latest coming out, you guys. Civil rights group demands the Senate reinstate desperately needed child tax credit. This just coming out a few days ago, calls for the monthly reoccurring checks for parents to help out families fight poverty. And take a look, you guys, I've got the actual letter coming out from these groups as they announce we need to get these reinstated, as right now they mention there is a stimulus package underway, reconciliation for Democrats, and we're hearing Joe Manchin's on board, and he is saying, you know what, we've got to pass this before, and he's confident that they will, and they're saying throw in those child tax credits. Now, in addition to that, take a look, you guys. The Biden administration renews efforts to improve child tax deductions for low-income families. So if you think that this isn't going to happen, guess again. It's a midterm election year. Democrats, Biden administration, they're likely going to be making huge efforts, proposals, bills, and passing certain things through to get voters on board and to help out the American people. Now, I'm going to dive right in, and also just to let you know, as we wait to see what's going to be happening in a federal level, there are states that are tired of waiting. They're passing their own packages, many cases their own checks, all leftover funds from the American Rescue Plan, still passing today. I let you know of almost every other day now of checks and provisions coming out. Well, I'm going to let you know, just in the meantime, 11 states where you can get child tax credit benefits, so you know the latest. So you guys, we're going to dive right in, and also, as I mentioned before, we're working on a comprehensive list of all checks on various levels, so you don't miss out on anything, because most of these on state, county, and city levels, you have to apply. They don't just know who's supposed to get them, and we're hearing 90% of people eligible are missing out because they're only available for a limited amount of time. People just don't know about it, and they're not applying. So I'm going to make sure that my viewing community here on the Steve Ram channel knows about everything. So you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. But also wanted to mention, consider joining the second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. And if you appreciate the content here on this channel, don't forget, take a quick second, smash the like button for me, helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here and you'd like to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not? Come join the Ram Fam. I'll let you know everything going on so you don't miss out on anything. All you got to do is take one quick moment to smash that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. And with that being said, you guys, let's get you caught up on the latest of returning child tax credits, as just this morning it was returning Social Security benefits, and who knows, maybe this evening, returning stimulus checks. Alright, you guys, so let's dive right in. First, let's take a look at what the Biden administration is doing right now to relaunch efforts. Then we're going to be taking a look at this new call from these various groups saying we need child tax credits reinstated. And then after that, let's take a look at those 11 states that are giving out child tax credits right now. So let's dive right in. Link in the description below to this article that says the Biden administration is relaunching its efforts to reach families if their income is so low that they do not have to file taxes, and send them an additional online portal where they can submit the necessary information to get the credit. Now, eligible households can receive up to $3,600 for each child under the age of 6 and $3,000 for those kids that are ages 6 to 17, like we had seen before. So that is the current effort at this time. Now, there is a new push from these groups. Take a look at this. More than 40 civil rights and racial justice groups on Monday called on Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer to ensure that the U.S. Senate votes to reinstate the monthly enhanced child tax credit, which last year was credited with slashing child poverty by 30%. They're saying this is a very effective provision that was set in place. Restoring the payments, which ended in December after Senator Joe Manchin announced that he would not support his party's signature Build Back Better agenda, would be the most immediate and meaningful response to higher prices that Congress can deliver to 36 million families who previously benefited from the child tax credit, said the group, including ParentsTogether Action, NAACP, and People's Action. Now, I'm going to share with you what they actually wrote and what they're pushing on Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. It says, "Dear Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, as tax season draws to an end, tens of millions of people across the country receive the second half of their expanded child tax credit that you receive when filing your taxes. We write to express our deep and continued concern about the expiration of this vital support. The impact of the end of the monthly child tax credit payments has been particularly profound and painful for communities of color. Now that the Senate is about to start crafting an economic package," and yes, we're hearing another stimulus package, more stimulus checks, all of these provisions, as we mentioned, are coming back. And they're saying, "We urge you to restart these monthly payments and restore eligibility to immigrant children as the most immediate, meaningful response to high prices that Congress can deliver to 36 million families, especially Black and Latino families, historically left out of the full child tax credit." Now, the expanded monthly child tax credit passed by the American Rescue Plan was one of the most successful policies in recent memory. As the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities observed, it's hard to recall a policy initiative that has had such obvious success in improving families' income security as the expanded child tax credit. Now, in just a few short months, the monthly expanded child tax credit payments pulled 3.7 million children out of poverty and reduced child poverty by nearly 30%. It is impossible to ignore as well the racial justice implications of this policy's implementation and its expiration. One of the most important features of the expanded child tax credit was that it was made fully refundable, allowing it to reach families who needed it the most. Previously, 27 million children in this country were excluded from this benefit, including approximately half of the Black and Latino children who received only partial credit or none at all. The American Rescue Plan reversed this injustice. So that is the current push for this. Let me know your thoughts. But as I mentioned to you, all of this is being brought up again, surprise, surprise, right before the midterm elections. And it's very likely in a midterm election year, while Democrats hold the majority, that they're going to be pushing to try to get things done. I'm going to keep you up to date here on the channel. Now, as I mentioned, there are states sending out their own child tax credits, and link in the description below to this article if you'd like to read it in more detail for yourself. It's going to be naming the different programs, the amounts, all of that. I'm just going to go through very quickly and let you know the states. If you hear your state, be sure to check out this article, link in the description below. Stimulus update: child tax credit payments are alive and well in these 11 states. And again, this is updated as of yesterday. First one is Alabama. Second one, California. They've got the Young Child Tax Credit, which is offering up to $1,000. Colorado, Idaho, New Mexico, New York, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Oklahoma, and the most recent one I've updated you on, Vermont, sending out those $1,000 child tax credits. And again, link in the description below if you'd like to read these in more detail. They cover all the information, the programs, what's available to you, how to receive it, and you can go ahead and look into those for state child tax credits. So there you have it, you guys. That is the latest as programs, provisions. These are all coming back, and as they do, I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel, and we're going to be seeing what they're able to pass on a federal level, and I'll let you know about state, city, and county levels. I'll keep you up to date on everything. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Helps me out a ton. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, it's free. Why not? Hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. I'll let you know everything going on. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. Consider joining my second channel, Steve Ram Finance. And like I said, keep an eye out for that comprehensive list of all checks so you don't miss out on anything. But as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me once again, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.